So Hot Toys decided to hit us with a bit of a surprise, I think, for some. And we're back with Moon Knight, which, once again, I've been saying it over and over again, that there is no predictability with Hot Toys. They are going to release or announce stuff whenever they want. They have so much stuff they're working on. I think this is a good example. Now, we're just going to talk about both of these figures in this one video. The Mr. Knight, we did see this teased a few days ago online, so it's just a matter of like if this was actually going to see the light of day. And so we have it here. Now, this isn't our first version of this in 6 scale. There were some third parties that have took their shot at making this figure, and I think people were hoping for Hot Toys to step up, especially if they were going to do this, that we were going to get the head sculpt as you see here. So this looks like a really great piece if you're into Moon Knight. I enjoyed the show. I'm not sure. I didn't get the original figure from Hot Toys, the first one. But this is one that I think a lot of people really did want. I know others did go after the third-party versions. And so now we do have this opportunity to pick up this Mr. Knight here, which overall looks really great. Head sculpt, and then you have the interchangeable, and then it says a new tailored patterned suit. So it's pretty basic with everything that it comes with, but it is a really nice addition if you're someone that was holding out for this. As I said, Hot Toys, they're putting stuff out when they want to. So anyone out there that's trying to, predict what's coming, it's all bullshit. You just got to kind of ride the wave and just see what happens and roll the dice. But getting into probably the major one, I feel like that alone, this Mr. Knight alone is great news for many. But I feel like that's taking a back seat at this point because it was part of a double announcement. And moments later, after this was, looking at the photos, they dropped a new Moon Knight, but it is an artisan version with the rooted, rooted hair, which it looks, at this point, owning the Joker, it looks great from what I see in the photos. But this is obviously going to be one that's going to divide people because, I was reading through the comments already on the post on Facebook alone, and there's some that are excited for it. It's kind of weird. There's some that are excited for it that missed out on the first one, but this one's only limited to 2,500 pieces. So it's not like if people, I can go get it. It's not that. It's not the way it works. You're going to have to go through the queue system and try to get one. And if you're not able to get one at retail, you would then have to go for, other retailers like, Jeremy Casa. He already put up a post on people who are interested in. And so you'll pay a little bit more, but you'll be able to secure one versus taking your chances through Sideshow. So it's not as simple as just saying, hey, I'm going to go pick this one up. I wish I could say that it was simple, but it's not going to be in this case because of the limited amount that they're putting out for this figure. So the figure itself, I know the first Moon Knight, people loved it. I thought there was I didn't own it, but I didn't see anyone have any issues with it. I know that one of the biggest features about it people loved was the cape. I know for me, Hot Toys really strikes out a lot with their capes, especially their wired capes, and apparently this was probably one of the better capes that this figure had, that people really, really, really loved it. I also know there was a lot of customizing for the Moon Knight on the secondary. People were getting it it was too clean. People were kind of dirtying it up, weathering it, and that's what this one looks like. So from what I could see, it has light up features. It has, weathered body. So it looks like it's a little more dirty. It's not as perfect. And obviously the rooted head sculpt here. And so, as I said, the comments, people seem to be divided on it because there's some that are happy for it, but then there's others that are feeling that it devalues the original and, all this stuff that they feel like, they've given up on collecting because of something like this, which I find kind of funny. If you want to laugh, honestly, just go read the comments. I'm coming from the point of view that doesn't own it, so it's like it is what it is, I guess. So obviously I have a certain point of view, but at this point in 2020, going into 2025, if you're still I don't want to say overreacting, but if you're reacting to this still kind of stuff, then you're definitely, I don't know if this collecting is still the right way of doing it. Hot Toys is going to be doing this with figures. They're going to be putting out Artisans. I mean, this thing is limited to 2,500 pieces, so obviously it was a quick thing for them to do. They had the head sculpt, they just had to root it. The body's probably the same one from the original, they just weathered it up, so it's an easy flip. It's an easy pairing with the Mr. Knight, so I'm not surprised that it was done, just because it's easy for them to do it, to bang out a quick figure with a limited release the way that it is. The figure looks awesome. It's something that at this point, I'll take a chance on Sideshow, but if I don't get it, then it's going to be like, all right, we'll figure something out. You know, if I really, we'll have to see how much I really want it. Like I said, there's obviously these FOMO moments, but it could be something that is just, like I said, it's a flash in the pan, like excitement, and then it's going to wear out. Like I said, I didn't get the first Moon Knight, so that's probably an indication. If I didn't get the first one, and I had multiple opportunities to get it through Sideshow, waitlist conversions, things like that, and I still passed on it. So it may just be one that I still end up passing on, just because my passion for the show and that particular character just isn't there. So we'll see. I know a lot of people are excited about the head sculpt, because they might be trying to make some Poe Darrens from Star Wars now, or that might be maybe a hint that we might actually get one, the teased one from years back that we never saw the light of day from Hot Toys. So I never know. You want to, play the speculation game and connect the dots there and see what kind of, what comes up. It's there. But overall, it's I'm probably just more surprised about it actually coming out than what it is. I mean, the figure piece looks awesome. The pricing on it is probably going to be in that high 400s, frankly, from early HK pricing that I'm seeing. It's not confirmed, because with Sideshow, there's tax and shipping. The Mr. Knight is currently on Sideshow for pre-order, coming in at $255. That is before tax and shipping. It doesn't have much to it, but that's actually a really good price. I think even just for the head sculpt. So that's actually a really good price, but with Sideshow, there is tax and shipping, so you have to factor that in. But if you know other places that maybe offer free shipping to alleviate that cost, but that's not a bad price, $255. The Artisan from the HK pricing I'm seeing is it's going to be in that 400 range plus. If not maybe a little more, just because I don't think there's really been an Artisan, to my understanding, that's been under 400. Every Artisan has been roughly in that 400 range. But if you are looking for it, guaranteed secured, you are going to pay a little bit more with other resellers, just because they are able to secure you one early, and you have it. You don't have to fight the queue system in the hopes of getting one or not getting one. So just keep that in mind. That's all I'll say. So like I said, it's in Sideshow. I'll drop the link in the description below. The Mr. Knight pricing looks really great. And we are going to see what's happening with the Moon Knight. Also, I'm interested to see with Moon Knight how fast of a release this is. This may be one that isn't going to take a year. This may be one that when it goes up for queue, it might come out in a couple months. It might be a quick flip. That's what this is all signaling to me. That this is going to be a quick flip figure where it's going to come out rather quickly. So this is just, like I said, stuff that I'm seeing early on, making this video in the morning. I'm sure more information is going to come about soon enough. But overall, I do like the figures. I'm not something I'm going to be clamoring for. But, the Artisan Moon Knight seems to be kind of dividing people. Let's just put it that way. And no surprise. But two awesome figures nonetheless. So let me know what your thoughts are. Drop a comment below. I'm interested to hear what you guys got to say about this. And until then, this is Mr. Mom Collectibles saying take care, and I will see you guys in the next video.